Welcome to today's 10-minute shoulder focus yoga class. My name is Lesline. I am your favorite nurse yogi. Let's get right into it. So make sure you are seated on your yoga mat and we're going to start in easy pose. We have 12 poses that we're going to do in total today. So just to give you a roadmap, if you will, and I have my roadmap right in front of me. I have a notebook with all of the poses, all right? So make sure you remove the flesh from your sit bones and make sure that we do that because we have bones in our butt. They are called sit bones. That's what the yoga people, we call them. These bones help you feel grounded, rooted in the floor beneath you. So again, remove the flesh from your sit bones so you can sit up nice and tall. Very good. Relax your jaw, because I notice when I start sitting up straight, I clench my jaw. So relax your jaw. Put one hand on each thigh, palms facing down. Your palms might be on your knees if you have long limbs like me. And we are going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down. So these are the shoulder rolls that we are doing. This is pose 2. So we did easy pose was pose 1. And now pose 2. So scrunch your shoulders all the way up to your ears. If you're like, I was already here, no judgment, but relax your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. You may realize you have to actually work to do that, and that is okay. So just now that you have them down, we're going to roll our shoulders up to our ears, back behind us, and slide our shoulder blades down the upper portion of our spine. So keep doing that. Up to the ears, back behind you, and then slide those shoulder blades down the upper portion of your spine. And we're doing a half circle, if you will. And when the shoulders go back to the wall, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Imagine you have wings behind you and you're squeezing them. You don't want nobody to see those wings. And then you go down and up. All right? Good. And my back is cracking. That's how much I'm squeezing my shoulder blades down. All right, we're going to go forward. Good. I also want to say this here. This video, please, because I know people have shoulder issues, torn shoulder, shoulder rotator cuffs torn, those type of things. Please make sure you are cleared by your doctor before you're doing this video and do your physical therapy. I am a registered nurse, so I have that clinical knowledge of some of this stuff might be a little much for you. And I don't need y'all suing me, okay? So good, we did our shoulder rolls. Now we're gonna do our neck rolls. So left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Look up at the ceiling and just keep going in that way. So we are going, which way we going? Left ear, left shoulder, y'all. We carry so much tension in our jaw and our upper body that I truly believe that that's why your lower body will compensate. Also, we sit a lot, so that's also why your lower body, is tight. And that's going to be a separate class that I will have linked for you. One more time in this direction. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Look up at the ceiling, left ear to left shoulder, look straight ahead. Now we're going to go the opposite way. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Drop your head back. Allow your neck to fall, your head to fall back, not your neck. Your neck is supporting you as your head falls back. You're looking up at the ceiling, and then you're going right ear to right shoulder. Oh, y'all, even though I am the yoga teacher, right? If you don't got a yoga teacher that's oohing and ahhing with you, she ain't the one. He ain't the one. They ain't the one, okay? Look left and right. We're looking at our phones, screens all day. These type of movements, these need to be daily. Up and down, shake your head, yes and no. Like, how many times you have to open up the throat, right? Like, open it up, y'all. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Bring that belly button towards your spine. Again, remember your seat, your actual seat, your butt. Remember those sit bones in your butt. Why am I saying butt like that? I don't know. Place your palms on your thighs. Relax your jaw. Relax the shoulders. Now we are going to do, shoulder shrugs. Okay. So we're going to bring our shoulders up and down. Scrunch, 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 and down. Scrunch it up and down. Scrunch and down. I realize I like to make my own sound effects. I'm also a content creator and, you got to be editing and doing all this stuff. And so sometimes I'm like, I don't got time to edit. Just do a few more. So I'll just put them I'm the sound effects. So then I don't have to make edits. It's a win-win for me. Good. Let's get into tabletop pose. So tabletop pose, your body is going to take the shape of a table. I think it's so cool with yoga how you can make your body into shapes, right? Like that's really what you're doing. You're making your body into these cool shapes. So tabletop, our knees are going to be under our hips. So find your hip, right? So your hip bone specifically. So when I say hip, I'm really talking about your hip bone. You're going to notice that I'm going to be talking about bones or muscles, right? So find where your hip bone is and your knee should be under that hip. That is how you get proper alignment. So you don't be like, whoa. I don't want that for you. Then the hands are going to be, so knees are hip width apart. Okay, so you find both of your hip bones and each knee is under each hip. That's your hip width apart. Your hands are shoulder width apart and you spread your fingers nice and wide so you see pieces of your yoga mat in between each finger. Press each finger into the yoga mat. All right, and then bring that belly button towards the spine. So you notice I kind of naturally, my belly wants to drop down. But tabletop, somebody should be able to put a, what is it called? Like a tray on your back. Look at the front, the top of your yoga mat. Don't look straight ahead because that kind of extends your neck more than it needs. So our gaze is looking at the top of our yoga mat. Very good. So we're here in what is called tabletop pose. Now we're going to get into, let's take a breath here because I don't want to rush y'all. So get acclimated in this pose. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now we're going to do cat-cow pose. So we're going to really just focus on the shoulders for the sake of this class, but you still need to drop your belly for the cow. And then I kind of want you to pull the shoulder blades down. We've been doing that already seated. Now you're just doing it in this tabletop position. So belly is hanging, okay? Belly is dropping down to the earth. And your shoulder blades, you're bringing them down the upper portion of your spine. I say the upper portion of your spine because I feel like when we say roll your shoulders up, back, and down, you think those shoulder blades are going to go all the way down to your butt. Why am I saying it like that? And that's not possible, right? I don't care how flexible you're, but anyways, I digress. I say that just so you have a visual of how far you need to bring them down, the shoulder blades. And then you're going to look up at the ceiling. Exhale, round those shoulders down. Inhale, shoulder blades down, the upper portion of your spine. Exhale, really focusing on the shoulders. This is different even for me because I feel like I'm more so focused on my lower body when I do this. And when you're in cat, see if you can turn the elbows out. So the inside of your elbows should be pointing forward when you are doing cow. But when you do cat, I want you to round your spine and then turn your elbows out. So then your shoulders, you get a nice little external rotation with your shoulders. The armpits, that's what I'm talking about. The armpits get a nice stretch. Good. Good. Just shake it out left and right. Come sit on your heels. Okay, my feet are tucked under me. My toes are tucked under me. And I'm shaking out my hands. Open and close your wrists because we were on our hands for a bit. And if you have sensitive wrists, you know, that could have been a little bit sensitive for you. So just shake it out. Okay, bring some blood back. Very good. So now we're going to thread the needle on both sides. We are over the 10 minutes. I try, but it's like, I don't like to rush. You know what I'm saying? All right, so thread the needle. You're going to come into child's pose first. Big toes are together. Open up your knees as wide as your yoga mat. Melt your upper body onto the mat. Hopefully my mic doesn't get a little loud as I come down. But I want you to take so my palms are facing down, okay? And you're going to take your left hand and slide your left hand under your right bicep, okay? So you're sliding your left hand under your right bicep. Both of your palms are facing down, and the top of your head, see if it could just rest on your mat. And this is thread the needle. So we're threading our needle. Hopefully my audio don't sound too wonky. Breathe. Really feeling this in my left shoulder blade. That's where I'm feeling it. If you're not feeling it in your left shoulder blade, I encourage you to extend that left arm out more away from your body. All right, good. Left hand comes back where it was in child's pose, and now we do the right side. Remember, those palms are facing down. Now your right hand goes under your left bicep. You rest your head on the mat. I don't know why I be yelling into this mic. I really apologize. I get excited. Breathe into that shoulder area. Good. Come out of that back into child's pose, and then slowly use your hands to sit you up. Now we are going to go into downward dog. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more poses to do. Okay, so we are more than halfway there. We've already done 7 poses. So downward dog, you're going to start on your knees, because this is for beginners. So I want to show you I don't want to just get into it. That's also why my classes are always so long, because I just want to be very descriptive. No matter where you are at in your yoga practice, you always can get these details. You need these details. Okay, tuck your toes under. So remember that tabletop that we did, right? We just did tabletop. You know how to get into that. So you're going to tuck your toes under as you're in tabletop. And then you're going to take a deep inhale in through your nose. Make sure those hands are shoulder width apart. And on your next exhale, booty comes up for downward dog. All right, so this is downward dog. And again, with the shoulders, we're going to get a little internal rotation with our shoulders. Remember I was talking about the inside of your arm, right? The inside of your arm. I want you they call them the eyes of the arms. I want the inside of your elbows to point straight. So like normally our elbows, when I'm talking about that too, I'm talking about right here. So you see this part? So normally when you're in downward dog, you might be like this. So you're seeing the front of your arm. Like if I was standing in front of you in a class, I'm going to see this part. In order to properly do downward dog, you got to turn your arm so I see this part. So then you can get a nice rotation of that shoulder. It's going to feel different and good. Relax your jaw. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. Bend the knees. Lift the heels up. Butt is up to the sky. Okay? Press all 10 fingers into the mat. Chin to chest. Breathe. All the while, the inside of those arms are pointing forward. That's good. Gently bring the knees down. We're going to go into what is called puppy pose. So puppy pose is kind of like child's pose, but you're going to be, like how your dog, you see your dog do this, you see your dog do this. So butt is up, y'all. Hands are down, palms down, and you're just like this. And I'm resting my elbows and my forearms on my mat. Really just seeing if those arms can come more towards the front of your mat. I think my dog wants to come. He's seeing me do this. That's hilarious. Okay, get out of puppy pose. He's like, that's mine. Why are you looking at me? All right, now we're gonna do eagle arms. Okay. Eagle arms and cow arms. So eagle arms, it's so interesting. I was actually just on live today on Instagram. If you're not following me over there, make sure you are. It's at Lesline Pittman, the same thing that it's over here. And I was like gonna do this one. And then I was like, no, that's not shoulders. But I was like, I be knowing stuff. Like I've been teaching for like 5 years. Couple that with I've been practicing for like 15 years personally. And since 2009. And so I'm just like, you know what you're talking about, Lesline. I be getting in my own way. And I know I know that's for somebody. So eagle arms is this. So we're going to start with the right on top of the left. Okay. So you're just put your right on top of your left. And then you're going to do this. Okay. And in another class, we'll do this in chair pose. That's how I was taught it. I was not taught it seated. I'm being so nice to you all right now. And you're going to lift up, okay? Lift up, lift up. Good. And as you're lifting up, again, I'm sitting on my heels. You can sit in how we started, an easy pose. I prefer to sit on my heels. It just makes me feel more comfortable. But as I'm sitting on my heels, I'm not lifting up, okay? So I'm pressing my butt into my heels, and then I'm imagining somebody is pulling my arms to the sky and really focusing on getting that space between your shoulder blades. Let's get out of that. Ooh, you just feel like spaghetti arms. Now we have to do, and even when, okay, the left on top of the right. Okay, so it's opposite. And you go, oh my gosh. When I tell you I love yoga, girl, I love it so much. Breathe. Somebody's pulling you up by the arms, by your fist, and somebody's pulling your hips. They're pulling you by the waist down. Get out of that and just wiggle it out, wiggle it out, wiggle it out. Ooh. Okay, cow face. Do I have it with me? So cow face, I don't know if I have it with me today. There is a strap that if you have a yoga strap, this is so poorly how I'm telling, but I'm going to do it and I'm going to show you. But if you have a yoga strap or a towel, I wish I had something right now, y'all, but I don't. This is what we're going to do. This is called cow face. So you're going to have one hand like this, one hand like that. So if you can't reach, and I will say I have long arms and legs. That's why I can do these like this. But if you're like, girl, I'm here, get the strap. Get the strap. And so then you can it'll make this more accessible for you. Get the strap, get the towel, get the blanket, get the rope, whatever you got in your house, just get it so you can really open up your shoulders. And again, you notice how I'm adjusting my entire body. So I was like kind of sticking out. No, bring the belly button towards the spine. Lift up your chest to just create more space. Let's go the opposite. Shake it out and go the opposite way. So I'm finding my clasp if you will. This side is a little, I have more room for improvement. Okay, undo that. Shake it out, shake it out. And then the final pose is child's pose with a shoulder stretch. So that just means bringing those hands towards the front of your mat, keeping the palms down, even putting the elbows down. If you put the elbows, the forearm down, you'll really feel that stretch in your armpit area. All the while, to make it even deeper for the shoulder stretch, try to put your butt on your heels, okay? Don't force it, but each exhale, just bring that booty a little more back on the heels. Melt your forehead on the mat. Good. Slowly come up out of that. That completes our 20-minute. Okay, so it was a 20-minute shoulder focused yoga class. I miss doing this. And if this is the first time you are coming across my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Like I said, I've been having this yoga business for the past 5 years, and I kind of got lost in the sauce, if you will. And I'm back. So let me know what body area, because that's what I realized too. When I teach yoga classes, I typically do full body because I want to appease everybody, and that can't happen in each class. It's taxing mentally, physically. So today, this class was inspired because of me, like I shared with you already at the beginning. And then I was on live today, and somebody was like, hey, can you focus on lower back? So the next video will be a lower back yoga class. So like I said, if there's a specific body parts that you're like, can we like just focus on the head or whatever, like tell me, please. I encourage the feedback. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with somebody else in your life, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.